Welcome, everybody, to the Atlantis Sea Colony live stream. See, I'm getting better about that every time. Anyways, my name, Miyamo Adam Jewell. I don't know how to say, and this is Brendan Trexler in Spanish, and this is Brendan. Brendan, how you do know Spanish? How would I say? And this is
Oh, by the
e
way, SOS.
eso is
And this is. I mean, you
okay.
could say it that way. There's multiple different ways of saying it, but
So
does
Miyamo
everybody
Brendan Miyamo Adam eso is Brendan Traxler.
that works?
Okay. Okay.
Does everybody like our new backgrounds? We kind of like
The blurring.
yeah, we blurred it and I updated some settings on my camera and my audio too. So I wonder if it's all different or sounds better or not, but we're gonna run with it.
We're gonna run with it. It's about the only thing we're gonna run with because I don't do a lot of running anyways. Brendan, how you doing, buddy?
You're good. How are you doing?
Doing all right. Doing all right. Man, you're kind of laggy there, buddy.
I'll tell you.
At least on my end, anyways. It looks like it. You got a bloody nose or something?
Nope.
Oh, the way like the shadow looks right there, it looks like you're bleeding. I'm just like, I wonder if I should message him about this. Okay, sorry I brought that up.
Yeah, we just lost one person watching that was watching
like,
there because
I guess that's what this is about.
Yeah.
No, how was your weekend?
It's all right. We got snow here, which is abnormal.
Really?
So, yeah, on Sunday.
Today it was like in the 30s, so I mean it was basically like summertime for us today. But we're gonna go through another cold snap here this week. So, but with my new job, I don't have to be outside on a forklift anymore, so I'm all right with that. So, what are we going to talk about today? Kind of a free day.
Yeah, I mean, so one thing that I think we don't, I want to do every once in a while is we've got several things we want to go over, housekeeping stuff that we haven't talked about in a while, stuff coming up. And so we'll talk, there's a lot going up that I've been doing a lot of meetings and there's a lot of stuff going on that I wanted to get out there and use this as more of like a news and update as it's titled. Want to talk about some of that stuff. We've got several different interviews coming up, possible interviews. There's some events coming up. And we've done some changes to Patreon, Discord, and stuff like those coming down the pipe as well. So there's a bunch of just different things I want to address while we're, there's different organizations out there trying to build underwater habitats, like similar to what we're doing and stuff like this here as well. And a lot of them are very quiet. They don't put anything out there. They're not saying much. And I get that, but we're not that way. So while we're in the process of working all those fine-tuned things out in the background, we like to keep out here in the public and tell about other things going on, just keep people engaged.
Yeah. And to add to your list too, our friend S Babe Hyde is also working on some stuff too.
Yes.
He's a busy man. He has a crazy work schedule, but he has stuff in the works too. So when he's available to do that and get those through, he'll join us and he'll put some stuff together for us. So be on the lookout for that as well.
Yeah, we're excited about that. I think he's really pulling some weight.
He's amped up.
He is. I appreciate that. And him and me are going to try to get down to Jules this year.
Kidney stone free.
That's right.
How terrible would it be like if both of you guys went and then he got them?
Yeah.
But you'd be like, I don't have them. I'm staying.
That's right. I'm not doing this again. So we'll get into it.
Yeah.
So anyway, first off, there's some stuff. Well, let's start. So when was it? It was last week, I think it was. I had a Zoom call with I'm going to butcher his last name, but it's Miroslav Loznik. Anyway, he's from Belarus. He's got a doctorate. I think it's in hyperbaric medicine. But anyway, yeah, he
fancy.
I followed him on LinkedIn. He hit me up and said, "Hey, I want to do a call with you." Got really good English. Honestly, I was really surprised at that. But his passion is underwater habitats and stuff along those lines as well. And he was actually over in Europe. They have the Hydronaut, and it's like the only underwater habitat over there. So there's Jules, Aquarius, and Hydronaut, as far as I know. actually in the water.
We've never talked about hydronaut.
We did a little bit in one of our very first podcasts when we were going over stuff like that. I'm pretty sure we did.
Is that something people can visit?
No. It's kind of like Aquarius, where it's only scientific stuff like those lines.
Okay.
And so he was in one of the most recent, back in June, I think it was. He was in one of the groups that went down there and did it. Only 3 people can get in there. And he said it's really tight, even there are 3 people in there. So he was in that group that went down for that. So we talked a little bit about that, but he's curious about what we're doing. So I said, hey, would you be willing to do an interview and something? So he's totally down with that. So working on some questions and stuff along those lines for him. I think it's going to be a really good one. He's a very knowledgeable guy. But I really like, he was a very humble guy too. I mean, he's waves against of me as far as knowledge and stuff like that, but he's really cool. So we got that coming down the pipe here pretty soon. Also, then this Thursday morning, I've got 2 Zoom calls, by Skype and a Zoom call very early in the morning. One of them is with, I think his name's Javion Saunders from Earth Ultra X. As a preliminary for an interview we're going to be doing with him. Just trying to figure out what they're all about too, because I'm not really sure from their website. They seem like they got some very lofty goals, but either way, we're going to do an interview with them eventually. I'm here soon and figure that out. But they're big into ocean colonization and habitation and exploration as well. So trying to figure out that. And then after that, I got one with our friend over in Turkey, because I can't give all the information out about this yet, but he has been working hard on Ignition Con. And Ignition Con is going to be a 4-hour event, all virtual, obviously, but we're having some huge speakers at that thing. So we're working on all the details with that. And we're doing a test Thursday morning with seeing if we're going to use Skype versus Zoom to do all this with. And so we're talking through that, and a bunch of us are going to be in on that call. But there's some big names. Some of them haven't been approved yet, but I'm hoping that after this week, we can get the information out there and start blasting, hey, what's going on? Because we want to stream it. Obviously, people won't be able to engage at all, but they'll be able to at least watch it, because we're going to keep it very private. And there's only a select amount of us that are going to be able to ask questions or be involved in the thing. I'm one of them. So I got fortunate about that, because of my relationship with Martin over there in Turkey, since he's heading the whole thing up. So there's that coming down. So we got a bunch of stuff as far as interviews and events and stuff like that virtually coming up in the next month, because the Ignition Con is scheduled for the, I think, second week in February. So there's a lot going on. And I say there's, and then you look over at what Ocean Builders and the Seasetting Institute and all them are doing too. There's just a lot going on in 2022. And here we are the first month already, and all this stuff is flowing and moving. It's going to be, I mean, there's some stuff that's going to happen in 2022 unless something major happens.
It's exciting.
It is very exciting. So yeah, so that was the what's coming up as far as that you guys might be interested in. Patreon members, I've already posted out there as far as with the Miroslav interview, what questions you want to get asked for him. Do you have anything you want me to go? Because of time differences, I'm going to have to do it probably early in the morning or super late at night. So obviously we won't be able to do a live with him, but we will do that pre-recorded interview with him. So yeah.
So when are you doing the call with him to do the interview? Have you scheduled it yet?
No, I'm still getting my questions together. I'm shooting over the questions, then we'll schedule something.
Okay. And say we should put together when you'll do that. That way we can let Patreon members know when to have them in by at the. Yeah, and then use it as an incentive maybe to get some more Patreon members.
Well, I've already thrown it out there. I know Babe's already working on questions for it. So yeah, of course Babe's working on questions for it because it's hyperbaric medicine. So he's going to have tons of questions.
His specialty.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that. You anything you want to add in there?
No. Like I said, it was kind of a free-for-all day. Doing some updates, but them just kind of being here for, people want to jump in and ask questions, hang out, talk, or whatever. We're here for a little bit, and yeah, we can't stress it enough that we're excited about 2022 and being able to do some cool things. And I myself have been slacking the past couple of weeks just because, between going through COVID and starting a new job. But I want to start getting in contact again with some people. We had a few good contacts before. One of them that we did have contact with, I'm going to follow up with them and keep working through that. But yeah, and then me and you have been talking about some other leads or whatever to pursue.
We can talk a little bit about that too. I mean, some of the stuff we got going on is, first off, so one of our Discord members hit me up, and I had a call with him last week. He's a younger guy, and he's very passionate about this whole thing. He's just gotten into it the last couple of years, so he's still trying to learn all this kind of stuff. So I said, hey man, I love talking to people about this, especially people who are just getting into it. And he's got a vision for basically it's semi-submersible. So part of it's underwater, part of it's not. Anyway, he's in college, and so he had a great idea of hitting up the marine engineering department of his school and said, hey, I got this thing. Is there any people that they're graduating, this is their degree, you want to help me out? So he found somebody. So I said, man, that's smart. So I said, hey, maybe we should do the same thing. So he's actually sent me tons of leads already today. I need to follow up on possible engineering students to maybe want to be get involved with this as well. So we're like last year I put it out there multiple times. Hey, anybody that's got writing skills, graphic skills, all these kind of skills in our community, if you want to help us out, I'd love to throw some money at you and help you out. Unfortunately, we didn't have too many people follow up on that.
But
that's fine. I threw it out there. And so on that, we've also got a competition going off, which I hit up Ocean Builders, grant over at Ocean Builders, because they got some beautiful imagery. And I think it's one thing we're lacking is a way that I don't always do the best job of describing what we're trying to build.
Right.
And people are very visual a lot of times. So if they can see it, either in image form or video form, that's going to help a lot. So I hit him up. He said, yeah, my guy's booked up for the next 6 months, but here's what you need to do. So I did what he did. And we've been getting some really cool leads off that thing. Yeah. So we've narrowed it down to 2 different guys that have got some amazing artwork. One threw together like an explainer video already. Dude, it was like, whew.
Yeah.
And these guys haven't even got paid. This is what they're doing just to try to win this thing. So we've got some cool artwork and just renderings and stuff like that about what we're working on.
I wouldn't even call it artwork.
It's
flat out like having like a really nice detailed.
Yep.
Because you yourself are the one to put the ones that we have on the website together, right?
Except for that one, yeah.
Right. And they're good. Don't get me wrong. They're there, but
I'm limited.
Yeah. So having these people that are very good at it.
Yeah.
And it's going to make it a lot better too, as far as like, I talk a lot about having the tools to approach people about it. So like when we have like a really nice visual to show people, it adds a little bit of credibility, and people just like to see cool looking things in good detail. And that's what these guys, because Brendan showed me the submissions or whatever. And they look really good. And it's tough to decide which one is going to be the better one, because both of them are great.
Yeah. And so with that, then partner that with, some more engineering minds to throw into the whole thing to pick apart what we're working on. More so for phase 2, phase 1, I'm not too worried about that. But we'll get them in on that as well. But phase 2 is really where we want to focus on getting that engineering mind and stuff in there, because it's a bigger daunting task. But getting those 2 things going, I think that's going to really be big for us this year. So, yeah. And so once again, plug for Discord community, because that came from our Discord community, a lot of that. And the good relationship we have with the CSANG Institute, Ocean Builders, and other people along those lines as well. So, we often don't have a lot to show for what we're doing, but, we're doing a lot behind the scenes, as well as still keeping up, these lives and everything else we do too.
Yeah. Anything of value to add on top of that?
No, that's fine. I say we can segue quickly, into what we're talking about Discord. One thing that you came up with and that we're going to implement, I think, starting in February, is our monthly get-togethers with our patron members. Whether it's a shop talk, shop talk. What would that be? Anyway, where we talk. Not like the stuff we're talking here. Yeah, obviously, every once in a while we go into discussing Atlanta City Colony and the designs and what we're doing there. But with our Patreon members, they're going to get access to a very live one-on-one nuts and bolts type of talk with us, asking questions, going back and forth, going over what we're trying to do. So we're hoping that'll be good, and another way that we can give value and give input to our Patreon members.
Yeah, obviously there'll be a little bit of, not a little bit, but there'll be planning to go around it to make, to get everybody involved in that all of our Patreon members anyways. And like I said, it'll be an event where, everybody can kind of plug in with their mic and webcam or whatever if they want. And it's actually talking with us and stuff rather than just talking at them. So just being more involved in it. Kind of like what they do for like shareholders meetings in a sense.
Yeah, I guess it would be kind of like that. One thing to note that is the $5, the lowest tier Patreon members, unfortunately don't get access to that. We have added some more tiers, and that just came out this last week. And we've got a $5, a $15, and a $25 tier. Mm-hmm. And with each one, gets more and more stuff, gets more and more perks. And we just figured with the $5 being the lowest tier, obviously the people who in the past have been $5 get grandfathered into the tier, so they're going to get access to this for now. But yeah, so they're plugged to get into Patreon so that you can not only get access to some of the other tiers. The $15, you get personalized messages, video messages for me about stuff going on, or just whatever. You get access to this, and plus everything else. And 25 gets VIP merch access, as well as everything else. So yeah, there's a bunch of different stuff you can get for those 3 different tiers.
Yeah, also being able to, when you're a Patreon member in the Discord, you can hop on our voice channels too that we have on there. So, and Brendan and I are on sporadically. I mean, we're on multiple times at night during the week. A lot of times we're just talking shop or playing games or something. So we use that as our form of communication. But I mean, it's open to the Patreon members, and so I mean, if you see us on there, you can jump in and talk with us and hang out with us, whatever it is, while we're on. But yeah, I mean, we act like it's like something like, hey, hang out with like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise, but it's like be able to hang out with us and talk to us and be able to use that to talk with other Patreon members. I mean, we don't even have to be on. You can use it to talk to the other Patreon members and stuff too. So it's just like, if
or do video chat too. If you rather do a video type of thing, it's as a Patreon member, that's open to you. The other thing is like the Discord member did. He shot me a say he may like to meet with you, and we did a cool call on there and hashed out stuff like that too. So Discord's cool. I mean, it's a one and all for all that kind of stuff. So definitely, it's free. So hop on Discord, guys, and come in there, chat with us, chat with the community that's always got stuff going on. It's it's growing steadily.
Yeah,
we're gonna get so big. I can't answer all your messages, but
that's the problem we want to have.
That's right.
No, it's it's a good place. I like having it.
So,
I like being able to jump in there and talk different topics with people and all that good stuff.
It is, and like I say, like the way I always talk to people about it is, we could have done a Facebook group, or we do this all on Facebook, and a lot of it we do. We do put all the information out there on Facebook, but the thing is, you're not bombarded with them. It's not. You're bombarded with ads or everybody else's timeline information that's always in the way. Finding information sometimes harder, especially in a group. There's certain groups I'm in. I saw this post like an hour ago, and I'm scrolling for 5 minutes trying to find this one post. Whereas in Discord, it is what it is. This is the only thing you're going to see is stuff about ocean exploration.
Much more organized.
Yeah, it's much more organized, and it's very much more personal. Yes, you have to hop into a different program. It's not all Facebook. It's not all in one place, but I think it's definitely worth. We're all used to being in different programs and different apps, so it's
Well, not only that, Discord's cool. So I mean, So I mean, we have a group for Atlanta Sea Colony, but there's like groups for all sorts of things that like. So it's just like, when you're done checking us out, go find some other Discord servers with other things. Like there's gaming servers, there's like certain like YouTubers have their own servers. Like if you enjoy their content, they have servers for like them and their content. And the Seasteading group, they have a Discord server that's always popping.
More and more businesses are getting on there, whether it's marketing stuff. One person I follow, Gary Vaynerchuk, he's got his own. There's just different stuff out there to find. And most people are starting to get them, businesses and everybody's starting to get them. So it's get in now, get learning.
Or create your own Discord server. Say you want to do like a book club with some of your friends across the United States or across the world. Yeah. You can start your own Discord server and talk about the various books or movies or video games, whatever. Yeah. So yeah, anyways. But yeah, hang on ours the most.
Well, yeah, obviously. But yeah, so that's basically all I had for you tonight, guys. Just really quick recap of what's going on, what's coming down the pipe, outside of our goals of the construction. Since we talked about that a couple of weeks ago, this is more of a here and now, what's going on right now, what you guys can expect, what you guys can be involved with, and how you can help too.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, we'll make it a short one tonight.
Yeah.
So just a really clean, quick one. Yeah. You got anything else you want to throw in there, Adam? Anybody out there, any of your viewers that are checking us out, they got anything they want to ask?
Viewers
comment
at home?
Anything you want to see?
I still want to
habitat.
Eventually do. I've talked to you about it. I think I mentioned it on here before. Do a live stream like some Saturday night. I think I'm gonna get that game that Beyond Blue, that one that Ocean X helped put out. Yep. It's like visually a really cool game, and it's like all underwater exploration type deal. It'd be a cool one to do like a live stream on and just do it some weekend evening or whatever, and people can come hang out. We can do the same thing.
And speaking on that point, another thing too is I am probably next month going to be getting a VR headset, and we will. And one of our Patreon members, he's already talked to me about, let's create a virtual room in there, like a think tank room in VR. So that's something we're going to be looking at doing too. As we talked about the metaverse a couple of weeks ago, really get in there, start experimenting and use it to our abilities. If we can do something in a 3D world, how much better is that going to be?
But if your character, your avatar is going to be like Mario or something like that, or like Donald Duck, I'm not joining. You got to take it seriously.
Of course I am.
I'm just saying a lot of people in like VR chat and stuff, they have cartoony video gaming avatars that they run around as. I'm just saying. I don't want you to do it. Unless you're going to dress up like one of the Sequest guys or something like that.
It always could be that too.
No, anyway, I don't have anything else.
Well, then let's take her home.
Let's take her home, guys. AtlantaSeaColony.com. That's where you can find all of our social medias. Brendan, you know about social medias, right?
I do. And actually, talking about AtlantaSeaColony.com, I've been pushing it off. I'm going to do it maybe even tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow, if not Thursday, because I'm off Thursday too this week. But get our about page where it's got you, me, and Babe's going to be on there too, as far as a little bit more, because I've been watching a bunch of stuff. And, people go to the website. If there's not people there, are they going to take you as legit as actually having staff on there? So anybody that doesn't know us and goes there and doesn't see any real people behind it. So really start working on that and getting some staff on there as we grow this thing too.
Yeah. And now I lost my spot. Anyway, social medias. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram. Our Discord links up there.
YouTube, TikTok.
Like I said, for those that watch on YouTube, I don't want to say it, but hit subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Smash that like, just for the simple fact that you can get the notification when we go live and all that, and it helps algorithm wise get our name out there a little bit. So,
and I'd love to have youtube.com/Atlanta Sea Colony. I'd love to be able to get that, and once we have to have the the viewers.
Yeah, we need enough subscribers to do it.
Yeah. So.
Anyways, all that's on there. Also, a cool resource page up there, so check that out when you go to AtlanticSeaColony.com. Also, the merch page, lots of cool merch. We just released the manta ray designs on everything, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is out there.
Yes. I'm gonna tell Brendan he has to buy me some merch. So
okay.
I've been jobless, paycheckless for about a month and a half, so I'm broke. No, I'm kidding. Anyways, yeah, we just released the manta ray designs, along with we have the hammerhead designs out there. We have the trident design, the octopus.
Yeah, that's all the ones. That's
really all. Another one.
We did. I pulled some stuff down. What's been selling, what hasn't been selling. So I moved some stuff around.
A little bit of everything on there, though. Shirts, hoodies, button-ups, cups, mugs, mouse pads, masks. A little bit of everything up there. Teddy bears. So, anyways, go check that out. If you want to make a one-time donation to Atlanta Sea Colony, help us out. We'd appreciate that. One way you can do that is www.paypal.me/Atlanta Sea Colony. That's a very easy way to do that, and that link is on our website as well. Also, say you're a Cash App guy or gal, you can do $ Atlanta Sea Colony, and you can do a one-time donation through that as well. And we've talked a lot about the Patreon, guys. Here's the Patreon, www.patreon.com/Atlanta Sea Colony. Thank you to our current patrons, Edward Haas, Brian Acosta, S. Babe Hyde, Matthew Cathy, and Martin Reese. So thank you guys for your help and your patronage, and you guys can join them if you have that ability to help us out and you want to do it on a monthly basis. We definitely appreciate that, and it helps us out a ton. So,
funny thing, every time I hop on my TikTok on the Atlanta Sea Colony account, the very first video that almost always comes up is a Brian Acosta video. He's on TikTok and he's got stuff out there too. But his always almost the first one that always comes up for some reason. Yeah.
I'll have to check him out. So anyways, folks, thanks for tuning in. We will be back next Tuesday and have even more.
Babe will too. I hope Babe will be back.
Yeah, he'll let us know. But yeah, he's going to be back one of these days.
True that.
But he has a important job and he has to work. Sucker. No, kidding. We appreciate him and all of his help. Anyways, guys, I'm going to quit dragging on. So thank you once again for tuning in, and we will see you again next week.